Hello, it is I, Beyond the Hero, back with another video. The sun is out, everyone is awake, and the new Nintendo Direct is coming soon. This only means one thing. A new Smash character is going to be added in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Let's be real, y'all. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is one of the best fighting games of our generation, having many video games come together just to beat the hell out of each other. So, just before the new Nintendo Direct gets released, I'm going to be telling you my 5 options for which character would be great as Super Smash Bros. DLC. Just so you know, there are some characters I would much prefer to be into Smash than others, but this is my opinion first of all. Of course it's going to be, it's my list. But also I'm going to be using issues like licensing, for example, to prove my case why either character is higher or lower on this list. Oh yes, and it's video game characters, because there's no way a TV character is going to be on this list. Although it would be nice if Walter Gromit was on Smash, but that's never gonna happen. And with that, let's just get straight on to the list, shall we? Are you surprised about this choice? You really shouldn't be, but here goes. Waluigi has been a heavily requested character for quite a while now, to the point where he became an assist trophy. But apparently, assist trophy wasn't enough for many Nintendo fans. I feel that Waluigi could have a pretty interesting moveset. Perhaps his main attack could be using his racket, since the first game he appeared in was a Mario Tennis game. For another attack, maybe for his special, he can use his wah abilities to, well, wah other people off stage. Waluigi may potentially have an interesting moveset, but I doubt him appearing in Smash is never going to happen, which is why I'm only placing him at number 5 in my list. Because you see here, Sakurai hates the character first of all, so naturally he wouldn't want to put him into Smash. And second of all, Waluigi, like I said before, is an assist trophy, so at least he's technically in the game. So naturally there'll be no point of him being into Smash, although it would be nice if he did. There's just 4 more characters I think that have a higher chance of being in Smash than Waluigi. Okay, so the only reason why I placed Octolings in this list is because I think they'll be able to have an interesting moveset, relying stuff on the Octo expansion. So for example, stuff like the 8-ball or that exploding stuff in their backpacks can be pretty useful. Unfortunately, the best moveset for them is basically the same thing as the Inklings, which means Octolings are only really going to be good Smash fighters if they could become Echo Fighters, and Echo Fighters are a huge problem in Smash. I mean, Peach have the same moveset as Daisy, and Marth have the same moveset as Lucina. I mean, it's just a huge problem. So, naturally this reduces their chances into getting into Smash, and that's why they're only at number 4. Although, it'll still be adorable having them nevertheless. I mean, come on, who doesn't love Octolings? Or octopuses in general. Rayman. Rayman will for sure be a great addition to Smash. Some companies are best well represented through Smash. For example, Sega has Sonic and Mojang has Steve. So what about Activision and Ubisoft? The Activision representative will get on later. Let's start with Ubisoft. And yes, I'm giving Rayman the title. Rayman has an interesting moveset from the game he comes from. He could do stand-in punches, yes, but he can also use his hair thingy as a helicopter blade, and he can use that as a recovery move. Definitely good Smash attack is that he can swing his arms and then punch, just like what he does in Rayman Legends. The thing is with Rayman though is that he not only plays in Nintendo consoles but also Xbox and PlayStation games, which can pose a bit of problems. Not to mention that Ubisoft will probably not even care about the guy, because apparently they're too busy making just dance games to the point where they don't care about him. Seriously though, screw you Ubisoft. No. First of all, I am not being biased. Second of all, Ghostbusters would make a great addition to Smash. I'm not even kidding. The major thing that sets Ghostbusters higher than Rayman is the fact it came from a revolutionized style of video gaming, that being the Toys to Life brand. And since Skylanders was the first game to properly introduce that was re-represented very well in Super Smash Bros., especially with Ghostbusters. Now, there may be many fan-favorite characters, but I'm picking Ghostbusters solely because he's my favorite, but any Skylander would probably do well, as long as it's not rockets. His primary attack could be him using his chain. His recovery move could be him going through his ectoplasm mode and then rising up to the ground, probably even phasing through the stage. Might cause some serious nerfing, but whatever. And for a side special, he can just turn into his ghost head and just full steam ahead charge onto the other players. Ghostbuster has similar problems to Rayman, however. Ghostbuster and all his other Skylander comrades appeared in Xbox and PlayStation consoles as well, and that can cause some problems too. The reputation of Toys to Life really sets him higher, as it is part of video game history, and it really should not be ignored as it is today. But I just feel that number 1 has a much higher chance compared to Ghostbusters, especially since it's one of Nintendo's most forgotten franchises. So my choice for my number 1 would have to go to Pico from FZero. Now, FZero is the best racing game of our generation, I'm not kidding. The reason why I personally believe that FZero is better than Mario Kart, remember this is just my opinion, is that every racer has their own backstory, and they have their own personality when you see them get interviewed in F-Zero DX. They clearly have their own motivations, and they desperately want to win this race, or they lose it all. And then Captain Falcon wins because Nintendo always simps for the character. Alright, and going on about Captain Falcon, he's only really popular because of him appearing into Smash, and that causes the whole theory that Captain Falcon was a Smash exclusive character. To tell you this is wrong, so out of all the long line of interesting characters from F-Zero, Pico became my choice, because he appeared in the first F-Zero game, so naturally, he'd be a lot more recognized compared to the other F-Zero characters. I mean, for crying out loud, he remembers Super Arrow. Not to mention that Pico relies on firearms, and characters utilizing firearms are a rare sight in Super Smash Bros., with the only major ones being Snake and the Inkling. As you already know, Nintendo has a fetish for sword fighters, so Pico can just use his guns as a main attack, but he can also flip around as like a recovery move. Not the best one per se, but hey, it's the best I can think of. Since in his cutscene he uses many different weapons, he can use that as his many different attacks. Like a special move could be him using a sniper. For his final smash, he can go onto his vehicle, the Wild Goose, and he can drive crazily on it to a point where he crashes into the other player. Yeah, Pico would make a great addition to Smash, especially since F-Zero has been going on unnoticed for quite a long time. And seriously though, Nintendo, please make a new F-Zero game. It will do you a massive favor. And that is my list for my top 5 characters I want to get into Super Smash Bros. Now, let's be really honest here, all of them don't really have good chances of getting into Smash, but what are your opinions? I'll be interested to hear about that. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.